Sorry, y'all. I'm just working on some samples right now. Shit. Trying to get this computer straight. Let's see the samples the tracks I just got, because I'm gonna pull some hot samples. Alright, what did I put on? Sample folder. Alright. Play that real quick. Let's see what this sound like. Woo, that sounds sick already. Yep, I'm taking that. But I like to put it on beat map. Nah. Alright, let's pull this down. Let's run it back, see what we're gonna do. We're gonna chop it up real quick. Just in case you ain't know, I'm messing with the keyboard. Stop. Play. Got my little wireless mouse. I like that. I like that, John. Alright, let's see what you start. Let's cut it off right here. Drag the track back. Let's get a loop going real quick. Alright, let's see. We're gonna keep that loop. Alright, let's try this one. Good, that's a good loop. Widen it so I can drop it. Now put this one to mute so I can cut another sample. See if it matches up. Yep. Alright, cut this one. Cut that one, drag this to the bottom. So what I'm basically doing is, when I'm done cutting these up, I'm gonna save them each individually into a file, and then I'm gonna pull them into Fruity Loops and put them in a sample pad each, so I can just put it together and work my magic. Mute that. Let's make that shorter so it can hit on point. Alright, back. I needed to hit earlier. Alright, that's a problem. I need that to hit early. Let me see something. me see if I can chop that up real quick. Yup, I knew it. I'm gonna have to take it instead of leaving it this long. I'm gonna have to break them down and chop them even smaller. So go back to the first one. Alright, so we got this for the first one. So what I'm gonna do is just go right in the middle. Right when the sound hit. So instead of one, we now have a whole nother sample. So drag this one down here, drag that joint down here, drag this one down here. So now, when I leave these muted and I play this back, I'm gonna make this sample shorter. Watch. There we go. Right here. So now, mute that, play the next one. That's dope, ain't it? Alright. Let's see, drop this one lower. Since I just chopped this other one. Go back to here. Drop this down here. Alright, let's play it again. So you can see how it sounds. Nah, mute this, mute this. Alright, I'm tripping. What did I mute? Dope. Mute that. Let's see what else we got. Nah. Now we're gonna go over here, take some of this. Ooh, that's gonna be hard. Watch. Watch the master at work, y'all. Cut that. Pull this over to the side. Bring it down here. Shorten that sound. Drop it over here. Mute it. Let's see what it sounds like on loop. Watch, this is gonna be tough. Alright. Drop that over here. This one away. Let's see what this joint sound like. I don't like that. Woo! That's tough. Yeah, I don't like that. So let me see if I can get rid of this joint. Maybe if I shorten that. pull that. That shit sounds sweet. Ooh. Get that up in here and go for the next big piece. Alright. Mute that, make it smaller. So far, when I drag it back up here, you guys probably don't see it because they're all not highlighted. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's already 8 samples that I can put in 8 select pads for FL Studio. So watch, when I start playing around with it, y'all gonna be amazed. It's gonna be awesome. But I'm not done sampling yet because this track is hot. Oof, and that part right there, oh my goodness. Alright, just took that part, make that smaller, bring this down here for another sample, mute that. Cut that, make it shorter, pull it this way. Mute, pull it up. So as you can see, it's just the same process over and over. Select my sample, cut it the way I want it, drag down to a new line for a new piece of sample, and mute the previous one. That part right there. Hold on, shall I pull that over here? Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Mute. Bring another line out here. I'm running out of space. Not really, but I just hate like having so many samples, but at the same time, it gives you so much different choices to make your song sound different whenever you're putting it together. So let me see what it sound like. Now we can listen to the rest of it, see what I want to pull. Hey. So I know so far, even though this is dope, I don't want all of that. I can build my own lines. So I'm gonna just keep listening, but I'm gonna go all the way back to here. Woo! You hear that? That's what I want. That's what I want. Let me go back. So I'm shortening it right now so I can get where I want. Right here. See that? Oh, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. They got the whistle in the joint. Yeah. So let me make sure I shorten it to the right lane. Let me get that whistle. See if it makes sense. Nah, it's holding that note too long. So let's try it again. Go back. Yeah, that's good enough. I don't need to make it no longer, no shorter. Let's get the rest of that whistle. Right here. Right here. No, I'll just catch the end of that because that's doing too much. So I'm so quiet, y'all. I'm just working. This is usually how I work, so stay tuned. Right here, that sounds good. Before this crash, I keep forgetting. I don't want it to crash, so what I'm gonna do is make sure that I save it. Cause I can't have it crashing on me. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. That's a no-go. Let me close this out. Save it. Save as Amado. Armando. my documents. There we go. Music 8. Nah, I don't want to go in those folders. I'm gonna just create a new sample. Well, alright, I'll leave it in the sample folder. Create a new folder for each sample. Oh, I forgot the R. I'm tripping. Armando. Alright. Now I saved that file in there, so just in case it crashes, I can always open it back up and get back to work. Because the last thing you want is, while you're doing your samples, it crashed and then now you gotta go start back over, or you have to hope that it auto-saved and you can pull the file back up. But that's not always the way it works. I've lost plenty of files back in the day just because I couldn't save on FL Studio or the computer crashed. Undo that. Undo that move. Undo that move. Alright. There we go. Pull this one down. There we go. Alright. Alright, let's see what this one sounds like. So this one sounded like alright, search. So right now I'm just listening to see what else I could find in here that's gonna make the track hype. And this part sounds really good. Oh yeah, I'm gonna capture that. Y'all see how fast I did that, right? I already found something. Already. That's how my mind works. It's just going fast. Let me see if I should stretch this out just a little bit. Stretch out all these tracks just to make sure I have enough space, because I can always let the sample not go as long, but if I don't have long enough of a sample, then I gotta go back and re-sample it through this program again instead of just doing it all through FL Studio. Well, I mean, there's ways you can do it in FL Studio too, but it's not my cup of tea. I'd rather do my sampling through Sony Acid Music. A nice purchase copy, you feel me? And I know you're watching a lot, taking a long time. Just stay tuned. I promise you're going to be happy with the end product. It's going to make you want to learn and do it by yourself. I mean, some people have easier ways. They can just like auto input them into their MIDI into their keys, and then it'll pop up right on the piano. But most of the time when they do that, they're not cutting their own samples. The computer are like auto cut samples, so then they have to go back in and fine tune all the samples. Whereas in me, I'm already fine tuning my samples right now. So as soon as I go put these on the pads, I'm ready to go. Like, I already have an idea in my head where I'm going with this, but you never know, because the way you hit those keys, that might change your whole feeling to the song. Alright, let's see what we got right here. So, alright, that's hot. So, drop this one. Man, I got so many samples right now. quick save. Alright, let me see. Alright, let me see that. Pull it back. I think I'm gonna do like two to three more sample pieces, and I'm gonna just start working. This taking too long. I get really frustrated when I take forever doing sampling. And I'm not gonna lie, I usually sample like at least 4 songs before I get to work. But right now, I'm running on a time limit. It's past my bedtime, y'all. I got kids, so can't be up too long doing this. But you feel me? I put my love where it is. Drop this down here, close these both up. That's it. As far as I'm concerned, oh my God. Just when I think it's over, now we have voices. And voices always make a song sound better. So that's me pressing buttons like crazy. You know what? I'm not gonna be greedy, because when you be greedy, you overdo it. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this one. Now we officially have all the samples I want. Let me count this joint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I got 19 samples. Wow. Alright. People be having like as much keys as they have on a piano, but I don't need all of that. But this is the tough part when the way I do it. When I do it like this, it's gonna take a long time because I have to render each individual sample as a certain file in order for it to come out the way I need it to come out. So what I do is I unmute. I know it takes space or whatever, but I start with the first track, back to the first track, right? File. This is tedious like crazy. All right, I render it. Now I go and I find the folder that I created for it, because I want to know where it's at whenever I'm going to sample. Right here. And whatever the name is, I put the name in and I put 1. And then I just put 1, 2, 3, do whatever. It renders that quick. Close it. Erase the first file. Hold on, let me go back and save it before I do that. Save it again. So just in case I gotta come back. Look at me, I'm tripping. Alright, so let me render that. I'm gonna save over that other one because I'm pretty sure this is the right file. Overwrite that. Alright. Let me just do it again just to make sure because I don't want to go in there and then my whole file be messed up. That will make me extremely mad. So delete the original one that's in there. There we go. Close. Alright. Delete that track. Open this one. Render. And then I change it to 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause the recording for right now till I render all these tracks, and then you'll meet me in FL Studio. Alright, we back. Yeah, as you can see, let's focus on this. So you can see, there you go. Only have 3 left. I've did 20. I've already rendered 20 samples. See, those are all the sample files right there. That's number 20. This will be 21. Delete that. And then number 22. Just make sure. Number 22 for that. 22. Save. Alright. And we're finally there to the last rendered sample. Number 23. Lucky number 23. Save. Alright, here we go, y'all. Close it. Alright, I exit out of asset. Do I want to save it? No, because I already saved it at the beginning before I even did that. Let me try to focus over here. If I can make this. Because this is my phone I'm recording from. So, yes. Alright. I'll just move my screen a little bit so y'all can see. Whatever. Alright, so my sample is already up. These are the pads. Right now, my keyboard is being borrowed by my brother, so I'm gonna just use my regular keys. I got it set up going all the way down there, and even at the top, I already have them laced. So now what I do is I open up a regular folder, go to where I hid my samples, right? There we go. You see it, Armando, right? Armando or whatever. And here we go. Alright, so now what I do is I just go over here and start dragging it. Start from 1, put it in the first one, second one, 3 on 3 pad, 4 on 4. Nine, 10. That's really 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Once you hit 16, you see up there it says 16 out of 32. Ooh, I ain't mean to hit that yet. Alright, so this would be 17 now. 17, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Alright, and now I just close it out. Right? But now my pads are laced. 32 pads. So now, let's just look at the keys real quick. So if I go like this, it's tough, right? Ooh, alright. Alright, we're gonna figure it out. I just want y'all to see what I'm doing. So I'm a little picky about how I do it. So alright, let's see. Let's see if we can switch it to pitch. Alright, well, regular FPC, let's throw some. Nah, we're not doing that. I'll just clone this, and I'll just take all the